adapt, react, or cause a little chaos. And one hollow foil of any card from the Overlush collection. Spirit Bears, 1 out of 5. Oh my goodness, it's a spirit bear. That's adorable. This is Jen, ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there, my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrels. I hope that you are all well. In this video, I am going to be unboxing the Doomlings Expansion cards. If you remember, not so long ago, the lovely people at Doomlings contacted me and asked if I wanted to try out their game, Doomlings. And I unboxed it on the channel without knowing anything about it, and have since played and played and played. We love it. And actually a bunch of you already know the game, so that was cool. And it is a very, very cute, very quick card game where basically it's the end of the world. And you go through different ages and different catastrophes, and you try to sort out your gene pool, and the person with the most points at the end is the winner, basically. And points are based on lots of tricky, cute, fun little cards, which are like, if you've got this card means a lot. If you don't have that card, it means nothing. Steal this person's card. Exchange some cards. This depends on how many other cards you've got. This one's great, but you know, there are lots of little things like that, and it's very fun, and the cards are very cute. At the moment, I play mostly with my daughter. My daughter is 13, but she is French, so it took her a little minute, but really literally just one game for her to get settled into it, even though the cards are in English, because it's very simple. These are what the cards look like. I literally took just a random cut and I got the foiled one that came with the bag. I don't think everybody gets the same foiled one, because in the extension I'm going to unbox today, we're going to get lots of different fun cards with 4 hollow foils like this one, which are very cute. And basically you have the different colors for the different sets of types of little guys, and they all have different points and different traits and stuff like that. When I unboxed it, I wasn't sure what the gene pool was. I wasn't sure what little different things signified, but it's very simple once you get going. The gene pool is basically how many cards you can have in your hand at what point. So it's actually just a really cute way of saying how many cards you are allowed at the end of your turn. So I will basically be able to integrate all of the cards from here into this deck to make our playing more and more fun. Sometimes there is the 3 of us playing, and I do like both. I like it when it's just me and my daughter, and I also like it when my partner's playing too. There's the more players I guess, the more little do this, do that kind of things you can, the more mischief you can get up to, I feel like. How many maximum are you allowed? 2 to 6. So the maximum I've played is 3 for now. But I would love to play with 6 and see how much mischief you can get into that way. Okay, before we get into the packs and open up and see the mystery cards inside, I'm just going to spend a few minutes on this cute little package making some sleepy packaging sounds. If you just want to see the cute cards inside, or you're not a fan of tapping and tracing on cardboard, feel free to skip ahead. Timestamps are down below. Otherwise, Oh, look at these gorgeous little packs. It's so cute. They're even cuter in little packs like this. It's gorgeous. The Doomlings Overlush collection contains 170 plus traits and ages to discover. Okay, I didn't know there would be different ages in here too. Actually, it makes a lot of sense because that is going to help with the keeping the gameplay a little different, you know. Sorry, I took my rings off during the sounds because they were clicking. Survive the jungles of Enduras with all new traits like Nectar, Ravenous, Mimicry, Metamorphosis, and the probably useful ear flaps. Adapt, react, or cause a little chaos. In any case, the world will end, and if you think this is a game, well, good, because it is. And there are some cute little characters along there. Live how you'd like. Curate game night with any or all cards from any mystery expansion. Each box contains 4 game packs. To expand the Doomlings game, these 4 here. Each pack includes 14 game cards and 1 hollow foil of any card from the Overlush collection. 7 common, 5 unusual, 2 scarce or endangered or legendary, 1 hollow foil of any rarity in every pack. And they can all be just mixed and matched with your base game, which already has, let's face it, a lot of cards. So its playability and replayability is pretty good. What does it say? It's just the same. That's what it says on the one. So you can, yeah, it's like how I thought you can buy more than one of these and just keep expanding your game because it's not the same cards in all the extensions. That's cool. Okay, so let's get started with the first packet. I wonder what will be in here. We have a little dent here, so I'm guessing we can open like this. Let's go. Yeah, the cards are proper rigid cards, by the way. Like, they're not flimsy at all. So it's pretty steady. Okay. We have them upside down, so we have a trait, an age, a trait, an age, a trait, an age. Did it say how many ages you would get? No, it didn't. It said how many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did it say 14? And 1 hollow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 14 cards and 1 hollow. Okay, so the ages count as the game cards, which makes sense. So 15 cards. Shall we just go for it? Sometimes when you get extension cards and stuff like that, you don't want to read them before you play with them because you want the surprise and everything. But since this is an unboxing, we're gonna have a look. Okay, so 1 catastrophe, 2 catastrophes, and 1 age. Basically the catastrophes are like the end of a round kind of thing. You go through the different ages and then you get catastrophe, and then it starts a new round, a different age, and at the end, the 3rd catastrophe is like the end of the game. So let's see. Age of Adventure. We have a girl jumping off a cliff. Well, what seems like a cliff, because that's not the earth. And then a little boomling there. Discard up to 4 from your hand. Draw 1. If it's a color you just discarded, you may play it now, excluding dominance. Ignore actions. So that's interesting, kind of, but kind of not. Because sometimes it's nice to be able to discard cards from your hand so that you can stabilize, which just means to redo your hand. So like, this means draw cards until your hand is full, basically. So it could be good or it could be bad. The ages sometimes are good, sometimes are bad, depending on also what cards you have in the situation and stuff. Okay, Catastrophe. Algal Super Balloon. +0 to the gene pool, which means nothing. Draw 1 for each negative face value in your trait pile. Yeah, you can get cards with negative value, by the way. And sometimes you want to play them because it gives you other benefits. And sometimes people just put them in your hand, like put them on your in your game because they're mean. And then they have this like yellow part here, which you only pay attention to when it's the last catastrophe, when it's the end of the world. World's End. +1 for each blue trait in the trait pile to your left. Ooh, to your left. And then we have this one. Endless Monsoon. Oh, look at that little guy. Poor little guy in an endless monsoon. +1 to your gene pool, which basically means to your hand, like to your cards. You're allowed 1 more each turn. Pass all purple cards from your hand right. Ooh, World's End. -1 for each card in your hand. Not great. So yeah, they're kind of fun cards because they're plus and minus, and some things that are positives for some people are negatives for others. Our shiny foil. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Our first one is the shiny one. Oh, he's so cute. Look at it. Apricity. +4. And this is a dominant trait. So when you have dominant traits, they stay in your pile. Nobody can steal them and you can't discard them. You can only have 2. But if you hold 8 or fewer cards, you may choose not to stabilize. That means if your gene pool is like 5, so you're only allowed 5 cards in your hand, at the end of each turn you usually have to discard a few if you've got too many. But here, it means you can decide not to and keep up to 8 cards. Well, I guess if you have 9, you gotta stabilize. But if you only have 8 or 7 or 6, then you can keep them. And that's a little advantage there. It's quite a good advantage, actually. I don't have this card already, and now I have the foiled version. Okay, what is this? The Trapper. Trippy Trapper. Pretty cold outside. Might catch something. Place up to 5 dominant traits from the discard pile on top of the trait deck in any order. Ooh, I guess if you don't have any dominant traits in your game, that would be very interesting. If you know you're going to stabilize and have to draw some cards, that's cool. Purple. Oh, it's a -1. Hold on, my camera doesn't want to focus yet. There we go. Stinging Tendrils. This would look better over there. -1. So you see some of minus points at the end, but swap 1 trait from your trait pile with 1 from an opponent's trait pile of a different color, excluding this one. So if you got something pretty low to swap with something pretty high, this -1 might be interesting. Especially if you can discard it at some point. Okay, we have a green one. I like the green ones. Antennae. I'm waiting to harvest its syrupy excretions. This is normal. Okay. Play an action from a red trait in your trait pile, then discard all cards from your hand. This one's a very interesting one. I don't think it's always interesting to discard all of your cards, but I definitely think that it could be useful. I just realized something. There's something here. Bugs, 2 out of 5. Does that mean we can like see like different collections? Yes, there are different collections. This is Adventures 1 out of 7. Bugs 2 out of 5. Spirit Bears 1 out of 5. Oh my goodness, it's a spirit bear. That's adorable. And it has, I just realized it's got a little blankie. A little spirit bear with a blankie. Okay. This next one is a blue one. Quills. I've got some tips, sharp ideas, a few pointers. If you quill, oh, I guess if you will, if you quill, I don't know. -2, not great, but you may play quills into an opponent's trait pile when they remove a trait from your trait pile. Ooh, little spiky one. So if somebody removes one of your cards to give you a disadvantage, you can be a little spiky, a little spiteful, and stick this in their pile. They can't do anything about it. And this little symbol means you can play it when it's not your turn, which seems obvious with the way the card is done. Oh, Woolly, the red card. I've had enough of this cat's stomach. It's time I make my exit. It's a fur ball. Discard the top card of the trait deck. All players must discard all cards of that color from their hand and stabilize immediately. That could mess some people's hands up. Another purple one. This one is a jungle cat. 1 out of 3. Okay, this tiny little writing at the bottom of some of the cards is making me, like, my collectory must finish this, must buy ADHD side of me crazy. That's like making me like, okay, I need 2 and I need 3. I guess it's done on purpose, but I don't know. Okay, arrested muscles. Be still, my kneading paw. Oh, I don't like it when cats do that. You know, when they like, they knead their little claws into your legs. Draw a trait from the discard pile with a face value of 2, which this one has 2. Ooh, spicy. This one's red and green. I didn't know they were like double colored cards. I'm trying to think back if there's any other double colored cards. Spicy, prudent people prefer pickling, particularly piquant peppers. Okay. +1 for each red or each green trait in your trait pile, whichever is the lower color count. If there's a tie, pick one. I guess it doesn't really matter because they're +1s. And this happens at the end of the game, because you can't like add things during the game and you won't remember at the end. So the little water droplet tells you that this action is to be done at the end of the game, kind of thing. It's bonus points kind of thing. Okay, we have another adventurer. 2 of 7. The rover. I'm neither here nor there. Choose a color. Look at the bottom 5 cards in the trait deck. You may play one of the chosen color. Oh, you gotta choose the color first. What if there's none? What if you choose like red and there's no red cards in the 5? I guess you can't play any of them. Okay. I like the grey ones. The grey ones are kind of like, they're not actually grey. They're called the colorless cards. And they're usually a little, like just a little different. Either like, there's one that's called Confusion, which is -2. And it basically just does -2 to your game. Okay, Motion Dazzle. Blinded by the stripe. +1 to your gene pool. You may play Motion Dazzle from your hand when a trait leaves your trait pile. Okay, so if it leaves for any reason, that's good, but then you zero, so like a little neutral guy. You can play it whenever. Oh, double color again. Red and blue. Filter feeder. Plankton, algae, tin cans. Put it all in. I'll sort it out later. +1 to your gene pool. It's adorable. And the last one is a dominant trait. Ravenous. Always wants another bite. When you play a red trait on your turn, draw 3 cards before playing its effect. Okay, that's a really good one. Because it means you can draw lots of cards and have lots of choices before you play a red card. I guess you need red cards for it to work, but it could be very cool. Okay, so that is the first little bundle. It's going to add a little spice to our next game. I need to look up the rules for double colored cards because I think that's the first time I've seen any. That's cool. Oh. Okay. Let's pop these to the side and see if we get any of like the, where is it, like any of the adventurers to complete our little set of adventurers or tropical fruits. Is a spicy pepper a tropical fruit? I'm not sure about that. Jungle cats, adventurers, and bugs. I like the bugs too. Okay, cute. Pack number 2. It's gonna sound silly, but these nails actually make this kind of thing quite difficult. Sorry, we don't get great sounds from the opening of the packets because they're like, it's very sturdy. Like it's very well packaged. So I actually need scissors. Okay, let's see if we get the same amount of like chaos, like catastrophe cards and ages. So 1, 2 ages. Oh, they're upside down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An age and a trait. Okay, only 2 ages in this one, so it's not always the same. And they're both ages, and neither art catastrophe is. I'm actually quite happy it's not the same because it's like, it means there's more surprise. So now I don't know how many ages and how many trait cards are going to be in the next one. That's better. Okay, Glimmering Gardens. You may discard 1 trait from your trait pile. That's cool if you have one of those -1s where you've already used the good part and you don't need it anymore. Harlequin Falls. Choose a color, then draw 3. Keep all of your chosen color and discard the rest. Oh, that's a bit of a gamble. You might not get any of the right color, but there's a chance. Okay. Ta-da. A purple one. Xylophonage. Shucks. Now I need a toothpick. play, you must discard one green trait from your pile, and you get +1 on your gene pool, and you get the 2 points at the end. It's a bit of a juggler, that one. Oh, a little colourless card with colour on it, though. The actual illustration has colour. I don't think I've seen any coloured illustrations on a colourless. Caffeinated sleep for slackers. All players draw 3 cards and give 1 to the opponent on their right. Oh, that's a cheeky card. I like that one. And again, kind of more fun when there's more than 2 people playing. Arrested muscles. Oh, I already have this one. I have my first double card. Do I have it? I feel like I have that 1 out of 3 jungle cats. Ta-da! My first double. That's cute. Okay, so that's a possibility too. Oh, tropical trees. The caffeinated one is a tropical tree. Snuffler. A nose for truffle. Look at that little cutie. Discard all cards with effects from your hand. A floofy. Cuter than most buttons and is worth 2. And that's it. It's just a cute little button. A floofy button. Fleece. I make my own sweaters. That's cute. Good job with like the naming and all the little details of the cards. That must be such a fun job. Super sneaky. Honey, has the couch always been propped up at a 45-degree angle? No monster underneath. Cannot be played on your turn. At World's End, you may play Super Sneaky from your hand. There's a similar one to this already in like the basic game, which is really cool to have in your on your hand to play at World's End. Firebite. It's a tropical frog. 5, like number 5 for battle 5. You may play Firebite after you stabilize to steal 1 random card from each opponent's hand. That's a fun one. Tricky Vines. I distract you with this one while I smack you with this one. All players pass their hands right. Then you may play another trait. I guess he's 0, so you're just stealing cards at that point. Grooming claws. Do your nails, then your do. Do your nails, then your do. Like your hair do. All players discard 1 card from their hand at random. I like it when it's at random. Because everybody's got to be like, okay, pick one. Face hugger. We are friends now. Oh, that's a cute little face hugger. Like, it's not the same kind of face hugger we're used to thinking about. Oh, here is that our shiny foily one? No, it's not. I was like, there's a shiny. No, it's not. Indomitable. Go big or gorilla. -2 to your gene pool, which means you have 2 less cards each turn, but 8 points at the end, so it could be worth it. And now our shiny one, which I kind of already spoiled, but Harrier is a foil, but it's also a dominant one. Have all the foiled ones been dominant ones so far? I feel like they have. Yeah, dominant, and in the base game it was dominant too. But it does say 1 holofoil of any rarity in every pack, so I don't know. I guess we'll see at the end of the 4th one. Okay, a bird in the hand is worth several points, so play it until World's End. After you stabilize, you may discard 1 effectless trait from your hand to draw 3 cards. That's cool. That is a very interesting one to play at the end, at the beginning, whereas this one isn't like a cool one to play at the end. Okay, cool. My two foily ones are blue. I'm gonna put these together and then put these to the side. Do you think we'll get a bunch of doubles? For some reason I didn't expect doubles in the way that they're in like a pack of 4, but then I guess these are actually the packs that get put together. So do you think you can buy single packs? I don't know, I'll have to look on their website to see, because that might be fun to just add a little pack every now and again. Oh, I see some purple straight away. Almost spoiled it for myself. Okay. Trait. Age. Okay, let's see if we got any catastrophes. 1 catastrophe and 2 ages. Planetary deforestation. -1 on your gene pool and discard all green and red cards from your hand. And stabilize, so it's not too bad. Or if it's the end of the world, subtract your gene pool from your final score. That's not nice. Not a nice catastrophe. Age of Envy. At the end of your turn, stabilize to the size of the gene pool on your right. Ooh, that could be interesting, or it could be uninteresting. And then Harlequin Falls, double. This is our double. We have another one of these. Okay, 2 doubles. I guess like it's not really that bad to have doubles of either. In fact, they cannot all be played. They don't like cancel each other out or anything like that, so why not? Okay, ta-da. Blue. Jungle Cats again. Arrested Muscles. This is my 3rd Arrested Muscles. Would I play 3 of the same card? Like, would I let 3 of them be in the same game? I mean, we're talking like a big chunk of cards, so maybe they wouldn't all come up, but oh, look how pretty this one is. Blue and purple. Toxic. So pretty, but so toxic. Whenever she talks, it makes you sick. Swap toxic with green trait in the opponent's trait pile. -2 for them. If toxic is discarded from your trait pile, draw 2. Well, at least you can try and get something out of it. You can draw 2 cards if you can discard her. Okay, little green one, main, 4 points with no conditions, which is good, but no action. So you're gonna win by a hair, by one of my thick, luscious hairs. Adorable. Froggy. And another tropical frog, 3 out of 5. I don't think the other tropical frog was in on a colorless card. Trippy. Whoa. You may play Trippy at any time and draw 3 cards. Trippy's cute. Freckles. No 2 are the same. Freckles. Unless you get 2 cards that are the same. Do you think that like the Freckles cards are all slightly different even if they're like doubles? Probably not. Oh, this one looks fun. Torpor. What is a torpor? I must rest so that my mind and body may be ready for the return of my favorite seasonal sandwich. I don't get the reference. Draw 2 from the bottom of the deck, or place 1 from your hand at the bottom of the trade deck. This one's a bit mysterious for me. Another face hugger. Not mad about that. Ooh. Sycophant. Colorless. Will you sign this lock of hair? It's yours, obviously. Creepy. +5 if any opponent has 5 or more red traits in their trait pile. This could be cool. I get it, like stalkery. You're like watching other people's trait piles more than your own. When it says trait pile, basically it's just the cards that you have face up in front of you. When you play a trait, you're just basically piling them up and making your little selection of cards in front of you. Ooh, this one's cute. Purple and green. Bitter berries. Tropical fruits. Gripe for the picking. +1 for each purple or each green trait in your pile, whichever color is lower. This one is very similar to the other double colored card that we had. Oh, hive mind. The picture's a little creepy. I feel like butterflies covering one. Swap up to 2 positive face value traits from your trait pile with any from any traits pile. So somebody else can swap them. Spots. Spots is adorable and he's dominant. They make you hard to spot. Spots make you hard to spot. At World's End, choose a color. All opponents reveal all cards to that color from their hand. Play one immediately. Ignore actions. So that's a little stealer. But it's only at World's End. And you do get 5 points though. Jungle Cats. Oh, it's the second Jungle Cat. The first Jungle Cat. Second Jungle Cat. Cool. And our shiny foil is a mammoth. Worth 4. Is that his smile? I feel like that's his smile. Eyes closed, smile, and arms. Woolly, 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 big. Oh, that's adorable. Not only does it say really, but like woolly, as in woolly mammoth, but his size is so big that it's covering some of the writing. I love little details like that. Adorable. Okay, so the foils are not all dominant because this is not a dominant trait. Cool. Does this little thing here only appear on these? Oh, I just realized here the colors correspond to the rarity. Okay. So this, for example, is a little blue one, which is an unusual card, and it's foiled. This is a scarce card. This one, a common card. Oh yeah, I've already got 3 of them. I could have told you that. This one is, I think this means it's legendary. No, endangered. Yeah, this is an endangered one. Unusual, unusual, unusual. Common, common, common. Endangered. He's endangered. And a common one. Okay. Toxic traits are common. Indeed. Okay, let's go for our last pack. Let's see what we get. We have an age trait. What's traits? An age, bunch of traits, an age, and a bunch of traits. So let's see what we have. 1 catastrophe and 2 ages, one of which is a double, the age of adventure. Then we have nostalgia. You may return a trait in your trait pile to your hand. Oh, if you made a mistake. And then endless monsoon, which is also a double. The catastrophe is a double. That's fine. Let's see our new traits. Oh, it's our flyly one first. Is that a shark? Fierce. A fierce shark is worth 5. You're gonna need a smaller trait pile. You're gonna need a bigger boat. You're gonna need a smaller trait pile. You may discard up to 2 traits from your trait pile. Draw 2 for each card discarded. Okay, that's pretty cute and interesting. It is a scarce card, from what I can see. Yeah, scarce. And this one, the kidney, is definitely common because I've seen it in like the, I want to say the base game, but that's not the term. I mean the original game, like the ones you get. So the value is equal to the number of kidneys in your trait pile, including this one. Kidney with a monkey idol. Yeah, I think the monkey idol is not on the original kidneys that I have. Well, not that I've seen anyway. Freckles. Our second Freckles, which is a common card. Oh, another frog. Oh no, it's a bug. Cool, we have 2 bugs now. 3 out of 5. Hydrofuge. Hello, moisture, my greatest foe. Play an action from a blue trait in an opponent's trait pile. Return that trait to its owner's hand. Oh, that's an interesting one. I told you that the colorless ones are the most interesting, I think. Oh, what's this? It's an unusual card. Use social. Teamwork makes the dream work. Now teamwork, so I can dream. Oh. All players give 1 random card from their hand to the opponent on their left. So I guess the person on your left gets to choose which one. That'll make it random. Silk. Oh, that's so adorable. Look at it. His little arm. He's gooey. I made this myself out of myself. To play, you must have a gene pool of 4 or less to +2 your gene pool. That's a little savior right there. I guess you just need it at the right time though. Electro reception. Here, fishy fishy. Draw 3 cards from the bottom of the trait deck. You may play an action from one. You don't get to put it in your trait pile, but you can play an action. Shy. Oh. He looks shy. Adorable. I love when everyone is around. Then I can hide in the background. +5 if you have at least 2 of each color in your trait pile. That's a good one too. He's just happy to be surrounded by peeps. Nimble, ready to take 1 for the team. You may discard Nimble from your hand during your turn to discard a trait from your trait pile. Useful. Oh, it's a funny looking bird. I want to say bird, but yeah. Cooler pouch. It appears I have no choice but to stick my neck out for everyone. 3 points. Double colors. The red, the purple. Pinchy. These are very similar cards, these two. You may play Pinchy when an opponent plays a trait. Stop its action and add it to your hand. That opponent may play another trait, okay? No one's above the club. I guess I our last one, guys. Let's see what we get. Oh, I did not expect that. It's like the last card I expected to get. The same card, but just not a foiled one. I don't know, would you put both of these in the same game? I don't know. I guess there's not really any rules about that. You can do whatever you want. Oh, no, it is called the base game. Requires one Doomlings base game to play. No additional rules or components required. Yeah. So I was using the right term, but it just sounds weird. The base game. Bring all these cards back. I guess that makes how many cards? That's a lot. 60 new cards to play with. Just realized 60. 15 in each. So we got a nice little pack of new age cards. And a nice chunky pack of new traits. Listen for me, guys. Mama. And then that means I can open up my Doomlings base game. And I can remove this for my future Doomlings. See this little placeholder for your future Doomlings. And these are my future Doomlings. I think this might become our starter game for games night. Like if we're gonna play some real proper 2-hour or 3-hour games into the evening, we might start with a little game of Doomlings. I just like popping these cards out to just play a little game here and there while dinner's cooking or something. Like it. Okay. So let me choose one of the new cards to pop in the middle for our blanket scratching outro. Could you have guessed that I would have chosen the Spirit Bear, the foily, shiny Spirit Bear with this little blankie? I think you might have guessed. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy this video, that you found it relaxing, a little interesting to see the extension cards. Thank you again to Doomlings for sending me over the game. This is not a sponsored video, but I was given these cards for free to unbox for you guys. If you are looking for any extra content from me, you need a little more ASMR in your life, you could pop over to Patreon to instantly have access to over 100 ad-free ASMR videos that are exclusive to Patreon. And there's a long list of fun perks when you join. Your sleepy shout out, your birthday shout out, horoscopes, book club, polls, all sorts. But if you would like a way to support this channel and become a super sleepy squirrel, but you would like to stay here on YouTube, I opened channel memberships last month. The little join button under my videos. And for $1.99 per month, you get access to all of the no ad versions of my uploads. The more of you that join the Super Sleepy Squirrel membership, the more perks you made it to this part of the video without falling asleep, I would like you to pop a little bear emoji in the comments for this little spirit bear. Apricity. When the sun's warmth makes the winter chill bearable. Then you can just pop that in with your regular comment, letting me know if you've ever played Doomlings, or if it reminds you of another game that you think I might like. But if you are far too sleepy, it's okay. You can just pop that little bear emoji in there by itself. I'll know what you mean. I will see your support. And I hope that every single one of my lovely sleepy squirrels are well. Wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you, I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you are in Munich, in Germany, like my lovely patron Sarah. Hey Sarah, I hope you're well. Thank you for all of your lovely support. Dankeschön. And I hope that you all have a lovely